So I'm in Syms of Manhattan the other day with my dad. He agreed to go shopping with me. I agreed to hose him out of some money to get some suits and some ties. For Pesach, of course, pre-holiday shopping, you know how it is. Anyway, it was, I had to try on a suit. And it's the only thing I really try on. Everything else I just kind of like, 35 fits. Good morning, right? Tried on a suit, and the suit room to try them on is not like a private little Old Navy style dressing room. Nope, this thing's open in the open. It's kind of like everyone running around their boxer shorts. It was just me and another dude, but it could be like that. It wasn't, but it could technically be like one of those JCC locker room scenes where everyone's like hitting each other on the butts with towels, and there's always like old shrivelly guys walking around with everything just hanging out. Just like, hey, Herb, you heard about Sheldon? Oh, Sheldon, what up? So it wasn't like that, by the way. So anyway, I was trying to get my suit on. You know how you got to get it on, and it doesn't fit. And the tailor's just going to unbutton your pants anyway in front of everyone in this little elevated scale. This little elevated stage out in the middle of everything, and he's going to put his pants down your back and like stretch it and see what's there and give you a little wedgie in the process, and then he's going to like be like, oh, whoa, we can't get it, no, too much here, and like embarrass you in front of your parents, in front of everyone. That's what he did, of course, and I couldn't even get the pants on. I was like sucking it in, and as I was sucking and doing my whole motion to try and get the pants on, the jacket fit well, but the pants, it's the stomach, man. It'll go down after Pesach, I promise. So anyway, this guy was in the corner, and he was a Frummy. It was the Bain Husman and Rush, and there were a lot of Frummies, and I noticed they travel in threes. I don't know why I noticed this, but I noticed that it's either two parents and a son, or it's three kids who are like 17, 18 with those like half-shaven beards and, there's lumpy look, or it's three very well-dressed girls. That's all it is. They don't travel anymore. They leave all the kids at home. It's Bain Husmanim time. The kids need suits. Blah, 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 right? So there was one of these Bain Husmanim kids. He was a little older, though, and he was traveling by himself. Maybe that's why he did something utterly extreme in the locker room. Insert joke there. So anyway, I'm looking, and he's shuckling, and he's davening. And I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, he's davening. He's not doing and it's almost like the phone booth. You know those guys that daven in the phone booth? They're holding a phone. They're davening in a phone booth in the airport. So the guy's davening in the locker room, which is kind of weird because there's like half-naked people running around. I wasn't half naked. I had, shorts on, but he's davening, and he's going at it, and he's got that whole, like, like the pause, and the arms are mid-length, and then they slam down. Like kind of like the swing. It's like a swing, when you're, like, exposed midair, and then he's doing that, and then he starts going faster, and then he's got the fists, and then he's doing the backstroke, and I'm like, this guy's really getting into it in the locker room. Yeah, I mean, he's got much more room than the traditional phone booth, so I understand. Maybe he's, like, feeling so, like, no one's watching. But the problem was that the locker room, or the dressing room, shall we say, it's more of a dressing room, but I refer to it as a locker room for some reason. The dressing room had those, like, half stalls, like in urinals, you have, like, the half stall, and you always got that creepy old guy peeking over at you. It's kind of like that. You can look, and you can see the guy. You can't see his face, but you can see the rest of him. So he's shuckling in and out of his little stall or cubby or whatever, and then he starts doing thumb dips. And then he starts doing these things, and he's like this, and he goes like this. He's just like, he's doing all these, like, hand motions, all these, like, frummy hand motions, though. Things that they do when they learn Gemara, and they, like, hock with people, or they, like, order pieces of pizza, or they yell at the person behind the pizza counter that, no, my pizza's ready already. So they had all this, so I figured the guy was testing out the suit. What other better way than testing out a suit than doing thumb dips, doing things that someone's normally going to do on a yeshiva guy daily basis? I don't want the suit coming up to here. I sit down and I see what it's going to be like at a kiddush. The only place I'm really wearing a suit in public is shul and a kiddush and a wedding. But in the wedding, I take off the jacket. So really, that doesn't count. So I want to know at a kiddush, how is the suit gonna what are the reflexes of the suit? Is the suit very quick and I can grab that piece of clothing before you get it? Or is it like, I can't get it, it's not flexible enough, and you're like stuck, it's like, can't do it, or when you sit down at shul, you sit down and like the shoulders go like this, and it like comes up, and you got like the sleeves up to here. I don't want that, so I test different maneuvers. The yeshiva guy, he tests his maneuvers. That's how they do it.